Oh, House of the Dragon is so fun. The Dance of Dragons. What a fun name for a civil war that causes death and misery to thousands and it permanently weakens a house. But it is based off an actual event. This event was called the Anarchy, and it was a civil war fought between the royal Norman house in the early 12th century. I'm in a Norman mood today because I've got my Norman shirt on. Now, does it have dragons? No. But does it have drama? Yeah. And it all starts with Henry I. Henry I was the youngest son of William the Conqueror. This guy here. Guillaume le Conquereur. See, all his brothers had tragically died, and now he had the throne. Is Henry a good king? Well, he can get the job done. He's very efficient at his job. Is he a good man? Hell no! Guy does a lot of unpleasant things, but he also, he cheats on his wife constantly. To the point that he has 20 illegitimate children. But he does have 2 legitimate children, and that is his son William and his daughter Matilda. He thought he had this in the bag. He's got a legitimate son, he could pass the throne on to him. Lol, no, his heir dies in a freaky yachting accident. That's not even a joke. It was a party boat that went down. He has other sons, but medieval law at the time is very, very strict. Bastards cannot inherit titles. So he's left with one option. He names his daughter Matilda as heir to the throne of England. Now this goes down with the lords kind of 50-50. There are some that are just like, yep, that makes sense, and others like, woman! And it does not go down well with the clergy, the church. The church works in patriarchal hierarchy. They don't like this. I had to move, my phone's dying, so I had to plug it in. Where was I? Henry. Henry had a bit of a falling out with Matilda towards the end of his life, and more specifically with her and her husband. See, Matilda had been married to the Holy Roman Emperor, but he died, so she had remarried Geoffrey Plantagenet, who was the son of one of her father's rivals. The lords were just like, hey, do we want a woman and a French lord ruling us? Hell no, we don't. We want another French lord. So they nominate the king's nephew, Stephen of Blois. So then it becomes a race of who can get coronated the fastest, and it's Stephen, who makes it to London before Matilda. And Matilda's like, you usurping bastard! Both sides have a number of slip-ups during this war, and one of Stephen's big ones is allowing Matilda to land in the south at Arundel. Stephen also pissed off a very powerful lord, which was Robert, the Earl of Gloucester. Think of this like Daemon Targaryen, and he promptly declares for Matilda. And it all comes to a head between both sides at the Battle of Lincoln. Stephen's having his main character moment thinking he'll win this, but he doesn't, and he gets captured. Now that would have ended the war, but it keeps going. It's because Stephen's wife, also called Matilda, rallies the remnants of his army. At this point, Matilda enters London and pisses everyone off. I mean, she was already unpopular before, but then she levies new taxes, because wars are expensive. But the people, mad as hell, promptly chase her out of the city. But it's okay, she goes down to Winchester to try and take the royal castle. But there's a problem. Her army is then surrounded, while it's besieging Winchester, by other Matilda's army, who has come to exact vengeance. And thus begins the Rout of Winchester. A very poorly planned battle where Matilda's strongest ally, Robert of Gloucester, gets captured. Stephen's Matilda is happy to release him with one very big condition: they release Stephen. It just keeps going, and I need to do a part 2.